when the people closest to the president, who are directly responsible for ensuring his security and protecting his life, seem to be operating with a different motive, it's hard to know who can be trusted. Nearly a year after a Secret Service agent within President Donald Trump's personal security detail publicly stated that she would not keep her oath to take a bullet for the president, his team of motorcade drivers are now all part of the second round of abrupt release from duty for a horrifying reason. If those whose principal responsibility it is to guard the president's life against lunatics side with the threat more than the nation's leader, then who will protect the president? That's what's coming into question now, along with what one of Trump's motorcade press van drivers specifically planned to do with what authorities just uncovered in a bag hidden within the van at his Mar-a-Lago resort in South Florida today. Jordan Fabian of The Hill filed a pool report on the incident unfolding now from Florida. From Jordan Fabian. Date February 19, 2018 at 9:12:37 a.m. EST. Subject Travel Print Pool Report Number 2, Trump International Golf Club The presidential motorcade was rolling from Mar-a-Lago at 8:55 a.m. Pool did not see POTUS enter motorcade. Motorcade pulled into Trump International Golf Club in West Palm Beach at 9:09 a.m. Press vans broke off to hold at lounge at Palm Beach International Airport. No word on the president's activities at the golf club. Trump skipped golf the past 2 days in the wake of last week's school shooting. Pool has not laid eyes on POTUS since Friday night, when he met with injured victims and first responders from the Parkland shooting. Press had an eventful morning before entering Mar-a-Lago. Driver of one of the press pool vans was detained during security screening for what he said was a personal firearm found in his baggage. Driver: he forgot to leave the firearm inside his personal vehicle before entering van. Screening took place off club grounds in parking lot across the street and roughly an hour before press vans joined up with presidential motorcade. Driver was not allowed onto club property, so a White House staffer drove the van instead. White House staff said all drivers were replaced after the incident. When press loaded back into vans, driver was being questioned by an officer. When on club grounds, another van grazed a Secret Service vehicle in the parking lot. Damage to vehicles appeared to be very minor and no one was hurt. Sent from my iPhone. What's especially interesting and concerning to note is that the press drivers are traditionally volunteers and not actual government employees, according to Washington Times' Dave Boyer. While surely there must be screening of these individuals, it's potentially a major security flaw and a risk to the president, who has had more assassination threats against him than any other POTUS in our nation's history. The driver declared that he simply forgot the weapon was in his bag, which seems like a strange excuse after having been caught. It's weapons handling basics to be aware of your gun at all times when carrying on or with your person. If this is not something a driver who will be in direct shot of the president is capable of, then perhaps he can't be trusted with a gun, and certainly not around the leader of our nation. The incident is still under investigation but leaves a lot of questions to be answered. This driver had to have been made aware of the rules with regards to weapons on this duty and still put a gun in a bag he brought with him. Why would he defy such a rule, assuming he was made aware of that? Possibly an accident, or he was preparing for something worse. Hopefully, the reality of why he brought a gun on a volunteer duty to escort the president will be revealed soon. Fortunately, the gun was found before it was potentially too late. The timing of this incident is also odd. In the immediate wake of Florida shooting, there's a massive push for gun control and blame being placed on Trump for the horror that unfolded at high school. Tensions and outrage are especially high right now in the state where Trump currently is to address the real issue of these attacks. The problem is a mental health crisis and the failure of the FBI to follow through on countless reports and warnings they received about the shooter. Maybe the driver is innocent and simply displayed poor judgment and weapons handling, or perhaps it's more sinister than that. However, the safety of our president can never be taken too seriously.